Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another amazing episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He is the Trackle Dart of Ringside Society, Delaware's greatest American hero. And whenever he goes to Taco Bell, he asks for a cheap burrito because he loves the combination of chicken and beef. It takes two to make a go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. Yeah, I know he's really about that life too. And the second quarter we have that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. Four continents down, two more to go. No cap, straight facts. The worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. See, we have a special guest tonight. This man is a hella talented man. As a matter of fact, I've actually met him in person at Legendary Cypher. Shout out to the good folks over there at Legendary Cypher. Just a side note, if you're a rapper and you got them bars every Friday night, they're not cutting me a check for this, but every Friday night, I think it's from 8 to 12, head on over to 14th Street, Union Square. If you're in New York, you know where that is, and, chop it up with them. But this guy is so talented that a wrestler entrusted him with creating an entrance theme that brings out the best in him, an entrance theme that puts him in that zone to get out there and kick some butt in the squared circle. Everybody, welcome to the show, rapper and alternative rocker, Nate the Great. How you doing tonight, sir?
Woo! I'm doing great, man. I took today off. I took the day off from work because I caught like a whole body fever after I got done with my shift, and then making my way over to Dykeman for a performance. Took care of that, but once I got home, I said, I don't want to call out, but I gotta take the day off. I gotta rest and heal up. But we here, we still putting in work, and shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to y'all for putting in the work, because I've been seeing y'all. I've been following y'all for a hot minute.
Okay. Wow. We didn't even know. I mean, honestly, we didn't even know you were a wrestling fan. I didn't even know you were a wrestling fan because I remembered the first time I saw you, it was at Legendary Cypher. And I was like, the talent I saw there, I was like, yo, these dudes got, like, if they say hip hop is dead, not at 14th Street Union Square, hip hop is alive. And when I heard y'all, I was like, yo, y'all dudes could spit. I mean, I tried a little thing or two every now and then. You might see a video clip of me, like, fumbling or choking and whatnot. Hey, at least I tried. But yeah, I never said I was a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, man, a lot of y'all got talent over there, man. And I was like, yo, these dudes are nice. And then I saw you. I don't know how I found you was a wrestling fan, but I know that I saw you at a House of Glory show, and I was like, oh snap, Nate's here. Nate, wait, Nate's actually he's a legit wrestling fan. He's not just a WWE guy. Like he goes to the indie shows. And then I saw you knew one of our mutual acquaintances who's actually been on this show, who's an alumni guest, Katrina Storm. So I'm like, wait, you know Nate? I'm like, small world, man. But I'm like, yeah, we definitely got to have him on. Then initially we're gonna have you on 15 Minutes of Fandom, which is where we interview wrestling fans. But then when I saw that, you did that song for Johnny Vega, I was like, oh, no, we gotta have this man on the flagship show, man. We can't put this man on 15 Minutes of Fandom. Not that 15 Minutes of Fandom is a bad thing, but it's like this man is pretty much, getting involved in the business. So, we just had to have you on our flagship show, man. So thank you for coming through and for pulling through and do this for us, man. We really truly appreciate it.
No problem.
So I gotta ask you, man. How did it all start for you? How did you become a fan of professional wrestling? What was the match or the event that you saw that made you go, yo, I'm tuning in next week and the week after that and the week after that and so on and so on?
Mainly my love for pro wrestling came from my grandmother. I would watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown with my grandma every time. Every time I would imagine me 4 or 5 years old, just sitting on the edge of my grandmother's bed watching SmackDown and Raw with her, being amazed by the talent that was in there. Because I'm a 90s baby. I was born in '98, so I grew up during the ruthless aggression era. So I would watch. Yeah, I would watch guys like Jericho, guys like who else around that time period. I would say Jericho was definitely a favorite. This is also going to be another controversial one. Benoit, he was also a favorite of mine at that time. Cena, Angle, with the tag team division as well. Paul London, Brian Kendrick, um, Kurt Angle, yeah,
Oh
Shelton
wow.
Benjamin.
I think you're the first person that ever said London and Kendrick. You're probably the first person that said Benoit too. I mean, we all know what happened, and we're not going to discuss it on here due to how
Yeah,
tragic it is. But if you know, you know. If you don't, the Google is free for those of y'all that don't know. But we're not going to mention it here. But
that's why I
London,
said controversial.
oh yeah, yeah. London and Kendrick though, like man, that funny thing is, I don't know if you ever went back to like before the Ruthless Aggression era, before the Attitude era, like back in the early '90s. But there was a tag team called the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Mark Jannetty.
Yeah,
And if you saw their work, you knew that they were that tag team. And they should have had a nice tag team title run, which technically they did, but due to a broken turnbuckle, you know, they stripped them of the tag team titles. But I remember that was my first favorite tag team. And then when I saw London and Kendrick, I was like, you guys remind me so much of the Rockers. Like you guys, like you run to the ring, you have that excitement about you, and they had one of the longest title reigns at that time in WWE. And I was like, yo, this was my yeah, that was my favorite tag. Funny story. I don't mean I'm a digress a bit. Um, I the only shirt that London and Kendrick ever released for WWE, I bought that shirt. That was like 2008. Now, fast forward to 2013, 5 years later, I'm going to a FWE, Family Wrestling Entertainment show in Corona, Queens, in Corona, New York. And I'm like, yo, London and Kendrick are going to be there. Yo, I got to see these guys. And I went there, and without even before, like, I was like probably like a few feet away from a few steps away from London. And he was like, "Oh, look, a fan! Wow, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, man, you and Brian, man, you guys were like my favorite tag team, man. I was always cheering for y'all." And and he said, "You mind if And Paul London, I kid you not, he asked me, "Do you mind if I sign your shirt?" He's like, "Do you mind if I sign the shirt?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, yeah, sure, bro. Like, go ahead." And I think I still have that shirt somewhere tucked away in my room in Brooklyn. But yeah, that was a cool story, man. That was a crazy interaction. I never forget. Very cool guy, by the way. Paul London. Oh, I think we lost him.
Yeah, I think we might have technical difficulties.
It happens. Yeah.
Oh no, here we go.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Hey,
Sorry, we're stupid all day. Sorry about that.
honestly, it happens to everybody. It happens to me. It happens to Rob. Trust me, it's not the first time. It's not going to be the last. But yeah, that was my meeting with Paul London. I would never forget that. Very cool guy. Very down to earth. Yeah. So growing
Honestly,
up,
I say this too. My fault. I want to say this quick too. Paul London, Brian Kendrick, either agree or disagree with me or not, they were the Motor City Machine Guns of WWE before there was a Motor City Machine Guns.
yeah, but I don't know because Motor City Machine Guns they got like almost 20 years. I mean, I remember seeing them in 2007, and I think they may have crossed paths too. They probably did, but yeah, I guess you're right. They're the Motor City Machine Guns of WWE. Very
Yeah,
entertaining, and fans did not leave their seats during their matches.
that would have been a fire matchup. That would have been a fire matchup. Just saying.
It probably happened because I mean, London and Kendrick they were a team from what 2003 to like probably 2010,
Mm-hmm.
2011. So maybe it happened.
Like
Those
imagine
were
them
cool.
against the Hardys. Imagine the Machine Guns against the Hardys as well.
Ooh, it probably I think that may have happened. I don't know. I know the Motor City Machine Guns. They definitely fought the Young Bucks. That happened
That was a good
several
match.
times. That yeah, those were some good matches. Yeah. So growing up, did you ever get to meet any of those wrestlers like London and Kendrick or the Motor City Machine Guns or Young Bucks or any of those guys that you enjoyed watching?
The Hardys, Mad Jeff.
Oh, how was that for you?
I me, yeah, I can imagine. Just imagine me, from elementary school, like 8, 9 years old, watching the Hardys. As soon when they came back, as Matt was still in WWE at the time. Jeff was still in TNA, but then he had made his return, and I say '06, '07. If
Hmm.
I'm, yeah, he had made his return, and then like I'm watching the Hardys. Jeff, one of my top favorite high flyers of all time. Shout out to Matt, super underrated in the ring as well. And then getting to see them in person, it was like a fever dream. It was like the younger me was like screaming out of excitement, like, "Oh my gosh, it's the Hardys!" And I'll never forget seeing Jeff. Like me and Jeff made eye contact one time. Like he smiled at me, he nodded his head, and said, "What's up?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, that it can't get no better than that."
Yeah, man. I've talked to Matt before, never talked to Jeff. And it was briefly, this is when I was working for another podcast. This was like 12 years ago, I think, almost 12 years ago in
Yeah,
New Jersey. And really cool guy. I asked him what's the best way to contact him about doing podcast interviews. And that's pretty much what it was. But yeah, honestly speaking, the Hardy seem mad chill, man. Like they're cool people, man. Like, just fun people to be around.
I
Yeah.
said to the cookout. They we gotta bring them outside more.
Hey, you talk about Matt. You should have seen me with Mari Jannetty. Normally, I don't mark out with like with wrestlers because I'm like I got so accustomed to it. But I would never forget that one time I met Mari Jannetty in person, and I was like the 6, 7 year old kid in me that started watching back in 1990. I was like, "Yo, Marty," you were like, "Yo, you were Sean, man. Yo, y'all like my first favorite tag team, man." And I don't have a lot of favorite tag teams. I mean, there was you, and then there was the American Males and the Hardys, but you guys were number one. And I just like could not stop. And but that was just that one time, man.
Oh shoot, who
Oh,
was another one? There's another one that I actually met that is dope too. Um, while I was watching TNA at the time, where it was at its peak, where I was at its like highest. Velvet Sky from the Beautiful People. I got to meet her. She's like super cool. Super, I'm not gonna lie, I did have a big crush on her while I was younger. But yeah, I keep in contact with her. Actually, I have a song that's out after her off of one of my projects.
okay.
Yeah,
Wait, did, did she hear it yet?
she knows it. She's seen it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, the beautiful people. They were another set too. I actually have a picture. I finally got a picture of both of them. I had one with me and Angelina, and then I got one with me and Velvet, and yeah, that one was I was like, wow. I look back and I'm like, I can't believe I finally got a picture with both beautiful people. That was cool.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care what
awesome.
nobody. I don't care what nobody says. Those two women outside of Gail Kim and Awesome Kong, they were like the faces. They helped that knockouts division tremendously. I don't care what anybody says. I'll tell somebody, argue with your best friend. Those two women, they were in that group that actually elevated that division.
They definitely deserve to be spoken. They definitely deserve that credit too.
Yeah. So now that you're a fan and everything, you're supporting, you're supporting your favorites and whatnot. Um, you're watching Derby, but a lot of people they stop at Derby and that's it. I've noticed that there's some fans that they only talk about Derby and that's it. Especially now these days, they talk about Derby. Some might talk to AEW, but how did you actually stumble upon the indie scene? Like how'd that go for you? Because not a lot of fans like I don't like to say not a lot of fans, but there's fans that are WWE fans or mainstream wrestling fans that watch WWE and AEW. And then there's fans like me, you, and Rob. Although Rob is not a fan, Rob is technically he's in the business. He's a referee for one CW. But there's people like you and I that actually go to everything. We go to AEW, WWE. We're in New York, so we got House of Glory, LPW, Outlaw Wrestling, all those places. How did you stumble upon the indie scene?
I stumbled upon, well, first I stumbled upon House of Glory through the Puerto Rican weekend event, which was also, mind you, this was my first ever time going to a local independent wrestling show. So shout out to Mike Santana at House of Glory. Shout out to Amazing Red, because one, you made my first time going to an indie show like memorable. Like I still got my Amazing Red shirt and my Mike Santana shirt in my dresser right now. Um, yeah, I heard about it through. I think how I found it. I think I found it through Instagram. I found it through Instagram because I think I follow Santana, so that's how I found it. That's how I found out about House of Glory, and then I'm going down the rabbit hole, and I see LPW, which is Legacy Pro Wrestling. For those that don't know, LPW, that's basically the NXT of House of Glory.
House of Glory. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you got guys over there like Jody Ora, Johnny Vega, good personal friend of mine, close friend of mine. You got people like Diamond Virago. You got Amira Shahar. You have so many incredible talent that's in there. So I'll be going to LPW as well, be checking them out. And also Battle Club Pro. I go over there. Shout out to Abraham Khan. Shout out to Cosmic. Shout out to like everybody that's over there.
Wait, you go to Battle Club Pro?
I go to Battle Club Pro. Shout out to what was it? Johnny Jeb.
We had Jordy on our show. We had the Scottaricans, and I think that's about it. But yeah, Battle Club is a good vibe. Shout out to Janelle from HR and the Jobber Squad, Mr. Black, Sir Wilkins. Cool people that give back. Yeah, Battle Club is definitely. But I haven't been to a show in probably it's been a year.
Also, WWX as well. I go to their shows as well.
Wait, is that the one over in? Is that the one over in Staten Island?
Not in the Bronx.
In the
Bronx.
Richie.
My guy Richie is the GM over there.
Okay, I don't know about the Bronx, man. I don't know because the Bronx is no joke.
He's the general manager over there. He's the general manager over there. So shout out to Richie.
If I go there, I probably have to wear like body armor and a helmet, yo. Because I don't know.
You don't gotta do that. I'll go with you. You're good. You're good. Trust me. You're good. You're good.
Let me tell you, I got a ballpark. I'm doing a ballpark tour right now where I'm going to all the baseball parks and the Major League Baseball parks in the country and doing the tours and whatnot. And my first stop was Yankee Stadium. Let me tell you, when I got off 161st Street, it was a nice summer day. But I was like, yo, this place looks like it ain't no joke. I saw that McDonald's right next to the Yankee Stadium. I'm like, yo, I'm going to get my food, eat quick, and be out. Because that place didn't look like a place you want to hang around. But, yeah, man, my bad. Sorry, my bad talking about Bronx food, man. But, I'm just shook, man. I don't know. Somebody tried to tell me Brooklyn was harder, but nah, man, Brooklyn ain't that hard, man. Come on.
Nah, but just know, Field is a lot better. Just say it. I ain't saying that because I'm from Queens. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Mets.
Oh yeah. Queens is nice. Queens is definitely nice. I could live in Queens. Not too bad. But yeah. So tell us about the rapping, man. Like we seen you doing your thing. Spitting them crazy bars, man. Y'all, they got you. I recognize some of this. You, there's Eli Black. You got the guy, the white guy with the curly hair. Kind of reminds me of Jack Sparrow. You got the dude that comes around with the dog and everything. I'm still waiting for him to bust a freestyle on somebody and have that dog start barking at the person. That would be the ultimate insult, because even the dog's spitting on you. But yeah, how'd you stumble? How'd you end up like becoming a rapper? And I know now you're stepping into the alternative scene, which I've had a lot of favorites, from the alternative scene as well too, the alternative goth scene. But how all that how'd you end up getting into like the music and so on?
I got into music. Well, originally I started off doing poetry. I started off as a poet back in middle school. Transition up to high school, and I was also knee deep into literature. I was a heavy bookworm. I was heavy into reading 24/7, and on the side I would be writing poetry. And on the music aspect, I was definitely into music too, like jazz, rock. It's also hip hop, mainly hip hop too. Um, First rappers that got me into hip hop was, of course, the Beastie Boys through the NBA Street Volume Two soundtrack. That's another credit I gotta give how I got into music through video games and anime. Um, yeah, what else? How? Yeah, so to get back on this topic, how I got into music was through poetry and just all around read nonstop, and then over time the poems manifested themselves into songwriting. So without me even knowing all the poems I was writing, I would find myself rapping over some certain instrumental, rapping the poems on beats, and then next thing you know, I've been at it for almost 12 years. Like been rapping for almost 12 years.
Awesome. That's cool. So I saw you killing that performance on Dykeman. Like you was doing your thing, the crowd was vibing with you. You had the crowd rocking, man. So outside of Dyke, I seen you do your thing on Dykeman. I seen you do your thing on 14th Street Union Square, with the legendary Cypher Crew. But what's the furthest you've actually gone to travel to perform? Have you gone outside of New York yet, or outside the tri-state area, or it's just mostly been like New York, tri-state area,
Mostly been New
and
York.
whatnot?
Mostly been New York, but no. I actually performed in Jersey. I
Okay.
actually performed in New Jersey. Yeah, I performed in New Jersey as an opener for my guy Sawa Elements. I opened up for him as an act during his mini U.S. East Coast tour, and
Okay.
so yeah, he had me when he came over here. He reached out to me because I listened to his stuff as well. He reached out to me and asked me to be an opener for his East Coast tour because he did
Mhm.
like three shows. He did 2 shows over here in the city in New York, and he had his last show for his tour over at New Jersey, which was like my
Okay.
first time performing out of state.
Nice, nice, nice. Hey, that's a start. Hopefully, the next place you go to is, Philadelphia, or maybe over to like, Connecticut and
That's the goal.
Boston.
That's the
You know what
goal.
I'm
That's the
saying?
goal.
I'm hoping that you actually end up going further, and just getting to see different crowds, different vibes. Because it's always I always say it's always a great thing when you actually like get to do what you love, can travel, and also get paid for it. So that's definitely a cool vibe, man. That's definitely a cool thing.
Yeah.
So I just got a few more questions, before I turn it to Rob. And so my second to last question is in terms of you did the song for Johnny Vega. Congrats to that.
Thank you.
There's not a lot of, and I don't mean to, and I'm probably gonna get my butt kicked for this by wrestlers. There's a lot of wrestlers. They tend to use songs that are mainstream and are not theirs, and or they don't have the copyright licensing to, or the agreement to play those songs when they you know make their entrance, and thus when you get certain like streams or DVDs, I don't know who still watches DVDs, but when you get those certain streams, when that wrestler comes out, his or her music, it gets blocked out, because of they don't want the company doesn't want to risk getting a copyright lawsuit. But
Unless you're CM Punk. Unless you're
wait, what?
CM Punk. I said unless you're CM Punk and you got cult of personality, then you're good.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, true, true, true. Um, but yeah, but you got the chance to actually create something for somebody, help a wrestler out, help a wrestler avoid that by creating a song for them. So tell us, how did that collaboration go, for you? You and Johnny Vega, sitting down and saying, hey, you know let's make this happen, let's make a song for Johnny Vega happen.
Well, how did that make it happen? Well, one, Johnny Vega caught my attention my first time going to LPW. I think he was at my first ever LPW event that I went to, and like I went up to him after the show. I said, "Yo, I seen you at the Battle Royale. Like you did your thing, man." And like, yeah, oh, thank you, appreciate you, bro. And then we exchanged information, and then we stayed in contact ever since then. And he seen my work. He seen that I do music. And so one day after the show, after one of his shows, after one of his matches, he hit me up and he said, I'm trying to find a new like theme music because like look, I love Papa Roach and Last Resort, but nah, like I need something else. I need something new because like you said, like you mentioned, there's a lot of wrestlers that uses theme songs that aren't theirs and to avoid copyright. So he reached out to me and he asked, hey, is it okay? Like you can come up with a theme song for me if possible. And lo and behold, I told him, yeah, I got you, bro. Like, you don't even gotta pay me. I'm in this for the love of the game. And then, and then I hit up my guy, Omni Waves, who is a dope YouTube producer that I've been following since high school, since like 2017, 2018, right after I graduated high school, going up to trade school. I've been listening to him ever since then. Another close personal friend of mine. I was going through my folders of where I have certain instrumentals that was sent to me, and I was going through my messages on iMessage, and I seen that he had sent me a beat that you hear on the Johnny Vega theme. He sent me that one. I'm listening to it. I'm like, you know what? Let me see what I can work with on this. Now I wrote the lyrics for that. I had my homie Ayo Danny, who's all the way from Flushes. Shout out Ayo Danny. He who also mixed and mastered the entire thing. We got together. I recorded it over at his place. Sent the files back to Johnny, and he went crazy. I called him on FaceTime, and he was like, "Yo, this is crazy. This is fire, bro. Thank you so much again for doing that." And like he loved the song, which that alone says a lot about my character. Like if you need something from me, I'm willing to go to bat for you. Like I'm willing to help you out however way I can. All right. And so the day he premiered the theme at LPW, what was that? LPW, what was it? Fortitude, LPW Fortitude. Yeah. He told me, yo, I'm debuting that joint tonight. And I'm like, let's go. I'm gonna be front row and center for it. And then his match came on, and then I heard the theme through the speakers, and I'm like, this is something checked off my list now. Making a theme song for a wrestler checked off my list because I've always manifested creating a wrestler's theme song, and that right there is just, I'm just grateful for it. Shout out to Johnny. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that opportunity, man. Like, it always amazes me, like when people decide, like step over that, respectfully step over the guardrail and enter the business in some shape or form. And that was cool. You got that opportunity. I hope you get more opportunities like that. And best believe when I hear someone that like one of the popular wrestlers, hopefully hoping you get a chance to do one for somebody in AEW, WWE, or even TNA. And then you hear that Nate the Great, that Nate the Great, that Nate the Great name on there. You'll be like, how did we lose him?
I don't know. I think might have. He said it was going in and out of his internet or something.
It happens. He'll be back. Yeah. So
That's all good.
you excited?
He'll pop in a minute.
Are you excited for Evolution, man?
When's Evolution?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Are you back?
All right. Yeah, you were saying?
It happens. Yeah. I'm hoping you get the opportunity to actually do some more theme songs for more wrestlers, just like this group. Is it Kingdom? No, the guys that sang Kingdom for Cody Rhodes, and they sang stuff for Dolph Ziggler and Nick Nemeth. Down Straight. Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get them on the show, but yeah, hopefully you get that opportunity to do more songs for wrestlers and whatnot. And best believe if we hear Nate the Great in AEW or WWE, I'll be like, yo, my boy made it, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's right. Let me tell you something. my day one my day one homeboy that's been with Ringside Society, Chris Cartwright. He's probably listening to this right now. He actually runs a thing called Seaplane Entertainment, and yes, Seaplane Entertainment, but and there's also a pro wrestling aspect of it too. But Seaplane Entertainment, he has a guy named Montezi. I don't know if you ever heard of him, who actually raps. And Montezi recently did a song for LA Knight, and that song is a bop. So I think he's worked for like Swerve. I don't know. I could be wrong. I think he's worked for Swerve. So you never know, man. Life is unpredictable. You never know. So
Shoot. It'll be a
best
surprise if
believe.
you heard me on TNA or in AEW or
Hey,
hopefully one day WWE. Who knows?
hey, you're still being heard, bro. You still be even if it's GCW, you're still being heard. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's still something.
just
World
just
Battle
keep at it.
Royal.
But speaking of wrestlers, speaking of making music for wrestlers, man. So I'm gonna ask you this right now: if you had to choose, who would be your top five wrestlers, whether they're in the Indies, WB, AEW, or TNA, or anywhere, New Japan, CMLL, AAA? Which wrestlers would you want to make music for? It doesn't have to be a rap song or a gospel. Who would you want to make an entrance theme song, entrance theme for?
Oh man, that would be a lot. That would. Oh, let me tell the light in here real quick. Hold on a second. Turn the light in here so y'all can see me more clearly. Okay. Who I would. So wait, repeat the question again. Who would I make a
Who
theme
would
song for?
which wrestlers, which top five, who would be your top five wrestlers you would want to make an entrance theme song for?
Hmm. Okay.
By the way, Real Rashad for Life said, life has a way of opening doors. Shout out to Real Rashad. Thank you for joining me.
Hey, that's my day one too. That's another day one right there. Shout out Rashad. That's my bro.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let me see. So I would say, okay, it would have to be the Hardys. It would number two would have to be Velvet Sky. Number three, it would have to be Amazing Red. Number four, it would have to be Hook from AEW. And number five, it would have to be Carry Cross.
Oh, wow. Okay. Awesome. Great list. Well, I mean, technically, you already made a song for Velvet Sky.
Yeah.
It's already there. She's already heard it. So, but yeah, man. But hey, I just gotta say, Nate, I hope you get to make songs for all those people. And if not, like I said, I hope you get to make songs for a lot of people. Like you're all over the place, like downstate. Like, yo, that's a Nate great production. And I like the way Elevate starts. All I hear is Nate the Great, and then all I hear is Vega, and I'm like, yo, that is sick, yo. And y'all got like it's kind of like a video game kind of beat, but yo, I could vibe to that, man. I like how y'all did that, yo. Like you and that producer, yo, y'all like Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, man. Y'all definitely a cool combination.
Hey, shout out to Omni Waves, man. Like, shout out to my guy. Like, all of it, that song would not be possible without his production.
Yeah. Hey, that man. If he's listening, Omni, if you listen, keep on doing what you doing, man. You did great work there, man. Keep on doing. Don't stop, bro. Don't stop. But I'm gonna turn it over to Rob. I know Rob has a couple of questions for you. So Rob, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
Well, Rob,
All right, sweet. Thanks, man. So what's going on, Fearless Nate, man? How you doing today? I know you said you took the day off, man. So was it a relaxing day? Get to chill?
yeah, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Like, I'm still like moving a little bit, even though like I ain't gonna lie, that fever did do a number on me, low key. But we still out here. We still putting in work right now, as you see.
Sweet. Hey, I'm all for it, man. Yeah. Man, you were talking about Cena and stuff, man. And literally today, I watched this Cena movie. I don't know when it came out, but it was him and Idris Elba, and it was called Heads of State. So I'm looking at it, and I was like, okay, I was like, wasn't that a Chris Rock and Bernie Mac movie? You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right. So I go on there, and it's like, oh no, 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 it's a different one. They're Heads of State, not Head of State. I was like, okay, but yeah, I got to watch that today, man. So it's an alright movie. Cena on there. If you like Cena as an actor, it's pretty good.
It's kind of
Oh,
lagging
pretty
there.
good.
No,
Can you
hold on
hear
a
me?
second. Yeah, repeat that again. Yeah, you kind of cut it in out. Repeat that again.
Oh no, I was just talking about yeah, I watched the Cena movie today, man. It's called Heads of State. I don't know if you heard of it yet. It was him and Idris Elba. Oh man,
Yeah, it happens,
am
man.
I good?
It
Am I good?
happens. Yeah, I
Oh,
see you. I see you. It's probably
okay. Oh, it might be hit. Okay.
live feed, man. It happens.
I'm just
Happened to me
I
too.
am in the country, man. I am in the country, so things happen. It's a little slower out here.
You're good. Happened to Kathy
But
too, so trust me.
yeah, that Cena movie was pretty good. You know, what I mean, it was if
Yeah,
you like Cena as an actor.
that was a
I don't
new
know when it
one.
came out. Yeah, I don't
It
know
was
when it
new.
came out. I just seen it today. I was on Amazon. I was like, oh yeah, let me watch that. I was like, Cena's on his
Yeah.
heel run. Let me see what he's doing here. He's playing the president of the United States. I was like, all right, President Cena. Okay. And Idris Elba was he was the Prime Minister of England or whatever. Yeah, whatever that they do.
Oh dear me. Hello, Governor.
I
Hmm.
swear to God, I'm going to kick this Wi-Fi's ass.
Hey man, don't worry about it, man. Look, I'm in Delaware. I live in the country. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing by me. So I thought it was sometimes my stuff would go out. You know what I mean? I may have a werewolf or something chewing a wire. Out here. You know what I mean? I'm surrounded by woods, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I was just talking about this new Cena movie. You know what I mean? I know you say you like John Cena, but he had a new movie come out with Idris Elba. I was talking about it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you heard of it. It's called Head to State.
Nah, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I did that today. I was like, oh man, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good one. Pretty good movie, man. So you got any holiday plans yet up there in New York? Are you going to see the fireworks? Anything good going on up there? I believe New York has like 50 million places where they're doing fireworks.
Yeah, I actually plan on. Well, I know I'm off that day. I know I'm taking the day off of work. Well, I'm not like I'm taking a day off. I don't even got to come in to work on that day. Um,
Word.
on the 4th of July. What am I gonna do? I know that I'm definitely gonna be spending some time with some people. Um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see the fireworks later on during that day, and then just spend the rest of the night just hanging out with everybody else that I know before I gotta get ready for a performance, another one this Saturday.
Oh, we're okay, sweet. Yeah, I was going to ask you, when is your next show, man? When can everybody catch you at your next performance? You say you got something Saturday, man. Where can everyone catch you at? Catch you performing at?
Brooklyn Bridge Park. Y'all catch me at BBP. For anybody that lives in the New York area, you can catch me at Brooklyn Bridge Park. Like shout out to Jess.
Brooklyn Bridge Park.
I'm performing. Yeah, I'm performing for her event that she's having.
Isn't that where KRS-One was like, the bridge is over, the bridge is over? Ain't that over there?
Yeah.
Now, speaking of that, I mean, I gotta ask, I mean, you hip hop stuff, man. Who are your favorite artists, man? Because I'm 43 years old, I love hip hop, it's one of my favorite things, but I haven't listened to it in like new stuff in years. Like, if you start talking about like, yeah, Drake songs and stuff, I'll just stare at you blankly, like, huh? Like, I listen to a little bit of Migos and Future, Kendrick Lamar. That's all I know about Future, whatever Kendrick Lamar or Drake, Kendrick Lamar said. But yeah, like I'm like Wu-Tang Clan, Eminem, Dre, Ice Cube, Too Short, they're all my people. My dad bought me Two Live Crew, and that's what they wanted to be when I was a kid, and my mom threw a fit, so what I mean, like, who are your
You
favorites
gotta
you like to
include
listen
that.
to?
Let me
Oh yeah,
take that
he bought
back.
me MC Hammer. I think he got me an Onyx CD one time, the one with Slam, and it was called Back the Fuck Up.
Wait, how did you? I'm sorry. I don't mean to butt in. How did your dad buy you a nas as nasty as they? Did he think they were going to talk about what
Uh,
snot running down
no,
their
no, you know what
nose
they were talking
and
about,
eating with their mouth
because
open?
on the bus. on the bus, one of the kids' older brother had it, and we were listening to it, and it had dirty nursery rhymes on there, and it was like my mama and your mama was talking little, you know what I mean? I told my dad about that song, dirty nursery rhymes. He was like, "Yeah, right." He didn't believe me, and then I guess he has friends at work, and he was like, he bought it, and was like, "Yeah, yeah, you're right." Oh man, see, I talked too long, man. Lost our guest.
It happens. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, I only got a couple more questions for him, man. I know his Wi-Fi is messing up. I don't want to keep him.
Who knows? Maybe next,
Oh, that's what's
maybe
up.
next show, our Wi-Fi would actually my Wi-Fi would mess up. I don't know. It happens.
Mhm. Yeah, I know mine was messing up the last show because it was having a hard time connecting. I was sitting there and it was like, "You're a disconnector. You need to be connected." I'm like,
Hey, for those of you that
oh
want to
no,
judge us, WWE's Wi-Fi cut out or their stream cut out during Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. So y'all don't give us no crap.
that's right.
If they could do it, why
I've
not
seen that
us?
happen. Yeah, I've seen that happen. I've seen them slow down on Netflix, man. Yeah, man, matter of fact, I keep forgetting Monday Night Raw's on Netflix. So I always like forget it. So I'll have to catch it next day, man. I gotta catch Raw this week. See what happened. I can always forget.
Yeah, I've been falling asleep during Raw. Sometimes I'm so tired from
Oh yeah.
work, and I'm like, I'll just catch it the next day.
Oh yeah, I'm like that too, man. And at 10 o'clock, I'm good. I'm not worth nothing unless I'm out and about. If I'm just home chilling. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
It's that old age, man. Getting in your 40s. Like, whew.
yeah, yeah,
Hey, you guys hear me?
yeah. We hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you, man.
Oh, God, this
All
thing
right.
is.
All right, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm sorry,
I
guys.
only got
This
a
thing
couple
is
more
strong.
questions. Yeah, you're good, man. Uh-oh.
It happens.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, hopefully you get back on or whatever. I'll just ask you a couple more questions. You can roll on out.
Yeah.
Go get some dinner.
God, this thing is driving me crazy. I swear I'm gonna throw this one out the window.
It's all good, man. I'll just ask you a couple more questions, man. So, you say you got something Saturday, you're performing and all. Is that the only thing you got coming up, or you got more, some more stuff throughout the month, man? Are you staying busy?
There, I got look at this calendar because I got a whole lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
I know I got I got one going on the 5th. Sunday is actually a networking event that I'm going to. So, and then right after the 6th, I'm chilling for the rest of the week. Well, because I'm basically working that whole entire week, but I'm merely just relaxing. And I'm going to see. No, nothing else. Just besides TNA's anniversary, that I'm going to be on the 20th. And then my birthday on the 29th.
Oh man, sounds good, man. Oh, you got the birthday later this month too.
Yeah, July 29th.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Happy early birthday, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. No problem, man. So, yeah. But before you cut off, I was asking, who are your favorite hip hop artists you like to listen to, man? 'Cause like
Like
I was
right
saying,
now,
I'm
or
43.
of all
I'm
time.
old. Yeah, I'm 43. I'm old. You know what I mean? I listen to like all Wu Tang, all that stuff, man. So who are you into, man?
Like right now or of all time?
You can do both if you want, man. Who are you into right now and then all time?
All right. Of all time, Eminem, MF Doom. 3, it will have to be Natural Elements. Um, 4, it will have to be Nas. And 5, it will have to be. 5, it will have to be. Who would it have to be? I would say. God, who was that top? Who was that one dude I was listening to a while back? Um, Master Ace. Yeah, Master Ace.
Okay. Oh man, that's a deep cut right there.
And right now, currently in this landscape, I'll say close friend, another like good friend of mine, Damon Free, uh, like local underground hip hop head. I was actually just wearing his merch before I took it off that you seen. So Damon Free, he's one. Uh, my guy, Life of Tom, Lord Skull. Who else? Andre Lawrence. At 5, it will have to be everybody in the underground scene right now with me.
Okay. All right, that's cool, man.
I got love of the
Yeah.
mainstream for everybody in the mainstream, but the underground is where it's really at. The local
Yeah,
art scene is where it's at right now.
I like listening to underground stuff too, man. Because I remember when 50 Cent was like, he went mainstream before, Wanksta, in the club and all that. I remember listening to him on like DJ Taste mixtapes and all, and then like, this dude 50 is gonna come out and like, snap. And I remember my friends was like, hey, I ain't never heard no 50 Cent, he whack, I was like, okay. And then like 3 months later, his album come out, and he's like, you said you a gangster, but you never, I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
like Rob Remy. Like if you go on my Instagram page and you hit like that little highlight that says hashtag community and hashtag community part 2, you're basically gonna be seeing like an iceberg. Like you see Nathan Great, but who is that right behind him? So that's me showing love to everybody in the underground, like whether I know them or not, whether they're in my circle or I'm just hearing about them. So much love to everybody in the underground, like killing it right now. I see y'all. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all motivate me.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
man.
Hey man, and I hope you can get. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say my favorite 50 Cent song is a controversial one. It's "How to Rob." That's my favorite
I
50
like
Cent
that one.
song.
Yeah. He said, "I'm Rob Fat Joe. He raised 500 pounds? How you gonna catch me, son?"
No, the one that got me was I robbed Blackstreet in the what? I robbed Blackstreet in the back street in the back in a black Jeep. Um,
Yeah.
well, how'd it go? I robbed Blackstreet in the back street
Yeah,
in
back.
the black street. One at a time, homies, take off your shine. Did you ever think that you would be this rich? Did you ever think that you would have these hits? Did you ever think that I flashed a 9 and walk off with your stuff like it's mine?
Yep. That's a
Yo,
good
that
one. I
man's
like that.
crazy. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Rob.
man. I love 50, man. I love 50. That's right. That's right. Now, do you have a? Are you working on an album? Do you have the album out? Because I always have a dream. I want to put out a Michael McDonald cover album. You know what I mean? That's a goal in life. You know what I mean? I want to be out there. Please forget you're not in love anymore. Stuff like that. I got to do the Michael McDonald, man.
yeah. I just got done recording that album. The album is
Sweet.
titled Ego Death, and this is basically picking up off the heels of my last album, Still Pressure. But with Ego Death, this is going to be a more in depth and more further introspective version of my last album. So, like how
Sweet, man. So,
MGK had, how Machine Gun Kelly, shout MGK, ESC for life. He had Hotel Diablo before he transitioned on into like Tickets to My Downfall and Mainstream Sellout,
mhm.
like his 2 pop punk records. That's basically gonna be my Hotel Diablo. Ego Death is
Okay.
me giving y'all like hip hop one more time before I transition on to this next chapter in my career, in my journey.
Hey, man. Sounds good, man. So when it drops, man, your last album you got out, is there any way we can look it up? Downloads, go support you, man.
It's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal,
Okay.
YouTube, um, everywhere. It's gonna be on whatever platform that you use to listen to your stuff. It's gonna be out there. And honestly, this is it. Listening back to this album, I ain't gonna lie, I got emotional listening to this whole thing because it's like it's reflective on everything that I've endured for the past like couple of years and past few months at that. And it's basically demonstrating all the trials and tribulations that is building me further as not only as an artist but
Oh, we got you.
oh I don't do this now.
Oh yeah, we got you back. Can you hear us? Are you good? Can you hear us? Okay, everything good? Oh, Wi-Fi. Uh-oh, it froze. Hey man, I'm getting ready to follow him right now, man. I'm on. Hey man, I'm on Spotify right. Oh, you're back. I was gonna say I'm on Spotify right now, man. And I'm getting ready to follow you.
Thank
Dang.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Enos
like I
Dance
said,
Creating
ego.
the New World. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ego
nice.
Death is gonna be
Okay.
a great album. Y'all gonna love it. Like, trust me, y'all are really gonna like love this record. Especially, you thought Still Pressure was something? Nah, this album especially is gonna be great.
Man, you got a lot of views, man. 640,000. Okay, yeah, here you go.
Hey, hey, the man is
You doing your
talented.
thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
you doing your
we
thing, man.
motivated, we motivated, and inspiring over here. We impacted people, man. We
Oh
saving
yeah.
lives.
Hey,
Hey
Try to
man, I'm
save
all
some
for it,
lives.
man.
Listen,
That's awesome.
try to
I'm
uplift
glad.
everybody, bro.
Yeah,
Nate,
man. Yeah, do your thing, man. Yeah,
I'm not going.
yeah. I'm glad.
You want something crazy? I always wanted to work with you. I'm a photographer as well too. I do my photography thing. If you ever looking for a photographer, let me know. I'm
So,
out there.
so let me know, man. Hey, you be catching me at the indie shows and at the ciphers. Like, hey, let me know. Like, even though I don't rapping them ciphers like that anymore, but I still be over there, like keeping an eye out for talent. I'll be like, yeah, what's that? What's that bar that Logic said on top 10? I'm looking for talent. I hope that I find you.
There you
There you go.
go.
Yeah, I live
So
by that
before I pass,
contract every time.
that's right. That's right, man. So before I pass it on back to Remy, I do want to ask, are there any new movies and TV shows you're into right now, man? I should look out because I'm always trying to find something new to watch. Like this Saturday, I'm supposed to go because we had a show canceled. Both a bunch of us wrestlers are supposed, and all we're going to try and see Jurassic Park or yeah, Rebirth.
Oh, I
So we're
want
gonna
to see
try that.
that. I want to see Jurassic Park.
We lost him again.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
happens.
man. Yeah, I'm trying to see that. Yeah, Jurassic Park Rebirth, man. I heard it was pretty good. I heard it goes back to like the roots or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So I'm
definitely
gonna
look.
try to see it.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. I'm definitely gonna go see. I'm definitely planning on seeing Jurassic Park. The shows I'm
Oh yeah,
watching right now, love Death and Robots. I love Death and Robots. That's one of my favorite shows on Netflix right now. Um, Squid Game. I'm on the last season. I'm watching that as well.
yeah.
On the anime side, I am watching Solo Leveling. I just got done rewatching Samurai Champloo for the 12th millionth time, aka the anime that kickstarted my journey in music. Just to play it out there. R.I.P. New Jabbas. Um, what else am I watching? Oh yeah, Gotham. I'm rewatching Gotham as well. It's like
Mm,
for those
Sounds
that
good.
don't know who never heard Gotham, it's practically the origin story before Bruce Wayne became Batman. I don't know if you guys ever watched it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
check that
yeah.
out.
I know about
I
that.
heard about it.
Yo, oh, you heard about? Okay, no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. At the end, yeah, he like gets in the bat suit like the very last episode, the very end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a really good show too. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good one.
Yeah, I like those Fox shows and those WB or what CW superhero shows, Arrow and stuff. And they're all right. I like them. I'm ready for Superman to come out later this month, man, because they're based Metropolis in Delaware. They got the Delaware state flag sitting there. Yeah, so I'm like,
Oh,
yes,
they
here
filmed
we
it. Oh,
go.
they filmed it out there.
Yeah, because they said Metropolis is based on New York in the day and Gotham is New York at night. But like if you look at the thing, like Metropolis sits there in Delaware and then Gotham's kind of in New Jersey. It's like, all
That's
right.
awesome.
So before I pass it on to Remy, man, I'm gonna say, thank you very much for coming on, taking time out of your day, chat with us, man. I had a blast. I wish nothing but the best for you and all your future endeavors. I hope tonight when you hit the hay, both sides of your pillow are cool, and then tomorrow on your way to work, man, you find like 20 bucks on the road or on the street or something, man.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Nate, thanks for actually, taking time out of your busy schedule. We know you got a lot going on with your shows and whatnot. And, like I said, I hope you don't just get to tour New York, New Jersey, but, Connecticut, Boston, Rhode Island, and then you head down to Philly. You'll probably do a show in Delaware where Rob is at. Then you make your way over to the Delmarva area, right, which is Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. Hope you make it to, like, the Carolinas and, hopefully ATL. Be careful with ATL. They kind of wild out there. And of course, Florida, they also kind of wild too. Florida man stories, but it's mostly like, kind of weird stuff going on. But you'll be all right. But hope you get to go to all those places, man. And wishing you nothing but the best. And when you're done with the East Coast, hopefully you get to go to the Midwest and the West Coast. Wishing nothing but the best for you, man. And I can tell you right now, if you ever get booked to go to Japan, take it with a smile and go. Take that booking with a smile and go because I've been there. I used to live over there. I've been there twice in the last 2 years. and it's everything they say it is and more, man. So if you get that
I got
chance,
a recorded album over there. I got a recorded album over there.
I hope you get a chance to go over there. I know a guy that beatboxes over there too, so maybe y'all could connect and make some collab. Now I don't know him, but I took a picture of him and I took a story of him. He was in Tokyo, so hope y'all get a
Shitsky,
you know
yeah, shout out to Shitsky, who also produced one of the records off of my album. He lives out there too, so shout out to Shitsky.
yeah
Um, yeah, I know a few people that lives over there. I see a few people that I know that lives out in the Far East.
yeah. So yo, before we go, man, can we get a little 16 bars, man? Let people know that you're not just saying you're a rapper, but you actually about that life, man.
All right. To the people that is listening to the Lil, you are the family. I'm proud that I have let you in. Every song I wrote, I think of you in every line. Spirit bomb all together, this is our time. To the Father and my angels watching up above, I'm praying not the pain, now I'm lifted by your love. I understand my purpose, now it's time to walk the path. One shot, give it everything that I have. Straight ahead, this is it. Don't stray away with the words you say. Remember, they never fade away. This is my medication. You are the inspiration. To you, I dedicate. I'm sure we will make it.
Yo, bars, man. Yo, keep up the talent, man. I just lost myself. I always try to beatbox. I was like, nah, don't do that, don't do that. But while I heard you rapping, I heard flavor in your ear playing at the same time. So I'm like, yo, hey, that's mad talent, man. Keep it up. I know you. I know you had some tough times recently, man. But Nate, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Keep it up. Keep on grinding. The funny thing is, when you think people aren't watching, they're watching. We're watching. Myself, Rob Bass, and the rest of the Ringside Society crew are watching you. And I'm sure that
Yeah.
many other people are watching. Looking forward to seeing what you're going to drop next. What rest are you going to do a song for? So you got now. You definitely got no pressure, but now you definitely got to keep on keeping at it.
We
You
ain't no
know.
pressure. Shout out to Logic because now, like, I just met Logic recently too. Like, I don't know if y'all see it.
Oh, yo,
Yeah, me
that's
and
what's
Bobby.
up. Yo, that's what's up, yo.
Yes, shout out to Bobby.
Glad you got that chance, man. I hope that leads to, more big opportunities, man. But yeah, keep what you're doing, man. And like I said, keep going because there's somebody and you might not know it that's watching and being like, I want to do it. I want to do it like Nate the Great. I'm taking my inspiration from him because he's still grinding. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you want to know the unique thing about you. You're not normally when people think rapper, they think some kind of hood person. They rough, they from the hood, they guns and all that stuff. But that's not the kind of vibe you bring, and that's not a bad thing. That's something different, something inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm probably they got somebody that's watching anime that also enjoys hip hop, and they're probably good at it, probably good at rapping, but they're just ashamed because they think they don't fit the image. But now when they see you, they're like, "Yo, Nate the Great's like me too. He watches anime too." You know what I'm saying? And he's not a thug, so guess what? I'm gonna do it too. So just keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
You know, keep on pushing. And I always tell people, man, when people got negative, always remember the compliments you receive, forget the insults. The people that got, is he still there?
It might froze up.
It happens.
It's all good.
Yeah, but yeah, Jurassic Park. Wow, that it looks pretty good. Scarlett Johansson, great actress. I might check it out. I might
Yeah,
check it out.
I watched 28 Years Later. That was pretty good, man. It left on a cliffhanger because they're doing
It was
the sequel.
okay. I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about with the alpha zombie. Every guy in there when that alpha zombie came out, and he was like laughed. Every guy in the theater started laughing at the alpha zombie.
I saw that guy. I was like, yo, that guy was no joke, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah. That was.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
But Nate, I just gotta say, man, yo, um, keep up. Yeah. So, like I said, man, Keep on going because you never know who's watching. Somebody, somebody's watching, and you just don't know. I've had times when I've had this podcast, I'm like, yo, I should just end this podcast. Thank Kathy and Rob for their time because I feel it's going nowhere. But then you got somebody that comes up and says, yo, thank you. You guys inspired me for actually, you guys inspired me to start my own podcast. Or thank you. You guys were the first podcast I ever did. A lot of people overlook me, but you
Right.
guys were the ones that were like, yo, you came up and you actually invited me to tell my story. So it's stuff like it's times like that that keep us going. So keep on going, brother. Don't stop. You got somebody that's being inspired by you. So keep on keeping on, man. And I always tell a lot of people this whenever they do something, whenever they get into something, remember all the compliments you receive, forget the insults. And a lot of times when people do say something negative, guess what? They're telling you their limitations, not your limitations. So
Of
keep on
course.
pushing, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Just shout out to everybody, that just been putting in the work. Like besides you guys, shout out to Haven, shout out to Katrina, shout out to Malcolm, shout out to every Santi, shout out to every wrestling creator that I've come across that is still putting in like nonstop work, and that just motivates me. That inspires me. Like I love all y'all, everybody that I just shouted out. Much love to every single one of y'all. Much love to you guys as well. Because like I said, Remy, I've been following you for a hot minute. Rob, this is my first time meeting you. Been following Ringside Society for a while now, and like y'all just been putting the nonstop work.
Yeah, thanks, man. Maybe you could do if you're talking about the Muscle Man Malcolm, maybe you
Yeah,
can actually do like a maybe you could do like a Waffle House rap for him, man. Like he goes to y'all after a wrestling show, y'all go to a Waffle House and y'all just start rapping like y'all be like, yo, I don't care what the fans say. I'm going to Waffle House and get me some pancakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a rapper, but I'm just saying like,
or JD from New York, or kicking it with Ross. Like I don't know, Ross from El
I
Clutch.
heard it. I heard it, JD from the who's Ross?
Um, you ever watch In the Clutch Entertainment on YouTube?
Nah.
Nah,
I'll
shout
probably
out to
check
my
it out
man
though.
Ross, my man kicking it with Ross. He has his own YouTube channel and he's a wrestling content creator.
Okay. I'll definitely check them out, man. Sometimes I get lost. I check out other creators, but sometimes there's so many out there to see. Like my top favorites are those wrestling girls and Jabba Tears. I rock with those two. Um, and before that, it was and alongside it used to be Wrestle City Radio, where my mentor George Alonso that was his podcast, but he hasn't done it in a while. He's on a hiatus, but I try to see more stuff, man. But I know people like Muscle Man Malcolm, they're killing it, and you got so many other great people out there that are having great content. So I'll definitely check out In the Clutch. I'll remember that one, and I'll
Yeah,
check them out. But
yeah. And
yeah,
like I said, try to be more involved in the business, man. Like not just on the music side and the alternative side. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to have my pocket in at least something in almost everything.
hey, like The Rock said, man, being persistent gets you there. Being consistent keeps you there. So I think you could do it. I know you could do it. I mean, you already got one. You already got one client. You got Johnny Vega. You know,
And who
I'm.
knows?
I
You might
mean,
see me at LBW at a backstage segment or something, or
I
me
mean,
rapping Johnny's theme.
Johnny Vega got a tag team partner. Maybe you could do one for. I don't know. I'm just saying. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, like Shout Corazon.
yeah. You never. Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing more from you, man. Definitely. But we just gotta say, on behalf of myself, Rob Bass, our other co-host, Catherine, who couldn't be here tonight, and the rest of our team, Albert Armageddon, and Chris Cartwright. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be a guest on our show. We really and truly appreciate it. We really and truly are grateful that you did this for us. And we wish you nothing but the absolute best with your career. Looking forward. Hey, for those of y'all out there, make sure y'all cop this man's new album, man. Go out there and definitely go ahead and give it a listen, man. If you love the underground, definitely check it out. Or even if you want something different from mainstream, check it out. It's definitely worth it. This man does a lot of great stuff. And I'm not just saying that, Elevate. I'm impressed by Elevate. And the other song that he actually has that I'm also impressed with is Psylocke. Hit You With the Psylocke. I remember that song. That's another great song that he has too.
Shout out Novelist from
Yeah.
Crystal Forces.
Yep. So y'all definitely make sure y'all check them out. So yo, Nate, before we shut this show down, man, where can fans find you on social media? When they want to, find out where your next appearances, purchase your music, purchase merchandise you have, and where can bookers and promoters find you or wrestlers find you when they want to book you for your services to perform at a wrestling show or any other kind of show? I mean, it could be a music festival. Where you at on social media, man?
Yeah, if anybody want to further like dive into the greatness, if you want to support and help elevate the community, and want to get in contact with me, all you gotta do is follow me on Instagram at Nate underscore the Great 313 NATE underscore the Great 313. So all you gotta do is just follow me, and if you want to find my music, just hit the link in my bio. It's right there. And if you want to keep get early update on what I'm gonna be doing, or what albums I'm gonna be dropping, or what singles is coming out, or where I'm gonna be at here and there. If you just want to hang out, all you gotta do is just hit my IG channel and just stay in tune. You'll be the first one to get exclusive.
Awesome. So y'all definitely heard, go ahead and give this man a follow. Go ahead and support, go ahead and check out that new album. Check out the old album. Check out all the singles he has. Like I said, he has something for everybody. If you're a comic person like I am, check out that Psylocke song. If you're a wrestling person, check out the new song Elevate by Nate the Great for Johnny Vega. You won't be disappointed. And like I said, man, just give this man a follow. That way, when he gets popular, he gets his songs on AEW or WWE, or let's talk outside of wrestling, MTV or BET. You'd be like, yo, I was following him since back in the day, man. It's always a great feeling to follow somebody, on their journey, especially from the beginning of it. So go ahead, hit that follow, support, check out those songs. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. My eyelids are getting heavy. My stomach is rumbling. That means it's time for dinner and a nap. But before I partake in those activities, Rob Bass, the Eminem to my Royce the 5'9", the Paul Wall to my Chameleonaire, and the Bubba Ray to my Devon. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, find out next appearances, purchase Rob Bass merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
All right, you can find me on Facebook, Rob Bass. Instagram, you can find me at Rob_Bass82. And you can check me out at 1CW. If you want to check 1CW out, go to DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com. We have every episode of 1CW on there that we started taping. Episode 1, you see me ring announcing, and then you see me transition over to ref, and you see me get beat up, and you see me ref again, and you see me do this. You'll see me on there doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I've been beat up and all kinds, all that. So you'll see me run the gambit. So definitely check it out. Support 1CW, support us, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
And if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places. Like I just came back from Japan not too long ago. You can definitely find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Remy Blue. More specifically, Twitter, Instagram, because that's where I have a lot of my stuff with my journeys and so on. But you can definitely find me on those two platforms. Go ahead and shoot me a follow there. I'm also on Blue Sky at RemyBlue.bsky.social. I'm also on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue, and I'm also on TikTok, as you guessed it, at the Remy Blue. I do reviews for like food places and just cool places you can check out if you're a tourist in an area. Just go ahead and shoot the follow there. You will not be bored. And last but not least, our podcast on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society, Blue Sky at Ringside Site at bsky.social. We're on Twitch at Ringside Site 2019. We're also on Facebook of the Facebook group, and we're also on Spotify and Teespring, where we sell official Ringside Society merchandise. We have T-shirts, we have hoodies, we also have coffee mugs, and we have 2 or 3 special designs. We have more designs coming soon. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel. Huh?
I said, send me some merch. I want to represent.
I got you. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool interviews like this one, like the one we've had with Fire and Fury from our season premiere, the Brothers Gray from our season premiere, and many other great men and women, referee Rosie Jones out there in Pittsburgh. You can find all those great episodes on YouTube. And to see them, it's very simple. It's not rocket science. It's not even pre-algebra. Just go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society. And when you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound, the blue flames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. But with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we're very well and aware that, what am I saying? We just want to thank everybody. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun there. We just want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We really and truly appreciate it. We strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to, where they can also have their voices heard as well. And we can also have stories from different angles, not just the pro wrestlers, but from the referees and the managers. We strive on bringing that to you, and we're not going to stop doing that. So thank you for tuning in tonight. To those of y'all that are listening later on, we get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And for those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away, well, like myself at a Golden Corral and Rob Bass at a Taco Festival, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
We ain't stopping.
It would be in Naruto Robin. I ain't going nowhere until I get my Naruto on.
There you go. So with that being said, we just want everybody to know we're very well and aware. It's no secret to us. We see it. We've been seeing it since we started. Everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hey, yo, Rob Bass. One time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for the very talented Nate the Great.
Woo!
What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
Let's start with the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. We'll be back either later on this week, or matter of fact, we'll be back next week with another impressive guest, another impressive episode. But until then, we just have, actually, you know what? We have 5 favors this time. I know it's normally 4, but 5. First up, have a happy 4th of July. Have a great time. Have lots of great food. Enjoy this time with your family, friends, and loved ones. Have fun, but not at anybody's expense.
Yeah, don't lose any digits.
Yeah. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Be excellent to each other. And enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware. See y'all.